Hi everybody, if you come back, thank you. I'm very surprised if you did after the last video because it was really long. And I'm just going to tell you about what I intend to make this month, or fingers crossed anyway, given time. Hopefully it'll help me actually make the things that I want to make. Because what I normally do is I get a day for sewing and then I kind of rummage around in my patterns and in my fabric and procrastinate like ridiculous amounts and don't actually get an awful lot sewn. So this will probably be really good for me as well, and hopefully you enjoy kind of, if you're a sewer, looking at the fabrics I've got or wondering why the heck I got them. And yeah. Okay, so first thing I have got is, it is a bit of Liberty Tana lawn, which feels beautiful, really does. I didn't get a lot of it, but about a metre, so probably a little shell top, a little vesty, woven vesty top. I'm not quite sure. I have made the one from the Sewing Bee before, the Sewing Bee book, and that was pretty good. But I've since bought another couple. I've got the Wixton tank top and I've got the Foxglove tank. So I don't know. We'll see how it ends up. If I get the time anyway. It's a bit of a funny one this month. So yeah. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, and I've got to say a lot of these are actually from my stash because I've got a really big stash, and so yeah, fabric shopping is kind of limited at the moment because I've really got to use some of these up. So when I say fabric haul, it's me pulling stuff out of my stash usually. So my second one, owls. I love it. I love it. It's a beautiful cotton, and it's so pretty. The owls are so pretty. The big eyes. Love it. Yeah. Anyway, I'm working at a school, and they've just introduced. They have these little characters, you know, like to help encourage the children to, I don't know, be more resilient, be more caring, be more. So they have, or be more inquisitive. So one of them is Sammy the Seeking Squirrel, which is really cute. Yesterday they just introduced an owl. So what I want to do, I have actually got one of the characters is a penguin, one's a squirrel, one's an owl. So I've got some penguin fabric. I will show you that for another one, I think, because I want to make something out of that. But I wanted to do this one because it's all about the owl over the next few weeks. So, and it's so cute. So what I might do is make circle skirt, maybe, or you kind of make a really good funky shirt. Maybe the deer and doe pattern, the Melilot. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it, but yeah, might make that one. Yeah, anyway, that's number two. Right, number three, I like this one. It was not very much to look at, but it's a viscose twill, so it's slightly heavier than the normal Rayoni viscoses. Just slightly heavier, a little bit thicker, but still really drapey. But this is probably one of the few fabrics I bought with full intention of what I was going to make, and I'm going to use these for yet another pair of Sew Over It carry trousers, because I actually saw Lisa Comfort make some out of the black twill, and yeah, I thought they were gorgeous. They'll go with everything because I have a lot of patterned fabric for tops which I have to make a few of, and you know, stripy stripes, my other stripy top, you know, anything flowery. As long as it's got something slightly dark, it will go with these, or, you know, even light. So yeah, I'm going to make a pair of those, I hope. Next one. Very, very, very bright red Ponte with occasional cat hairs on, because all of my fabric does, because my cats like to get into my fabric stash and fall asleep on my clothes. On my clothes and my cloth. And my one white cat, he guaranteed I could have one tiny little t-shirt, black t-shirt, sitting on a all white bed, and he's a white cat, and he'll go straight for the black thing. Tiny little spot in a whole bed, straight for the black thing. So yeah, I get a lot of cat hairs on everything. But I'm thinking I have also some black Ponte in my stash. I may possibly look at making a sew over it heather dress, because I really like that. But at the same time, I kind of wanted to make this into a grain line Morris. Is it Morris jacket? Yeah, I'm not sure. I think once I open it out, I think I'm going to have a play with it and just kind of decide then. It may turn out to be something completely and utterly different. So we shall see, but it's such a lovely colour. It really is, matches my lipstick. Okay, next one. This, just hold on. Right, this is, I think it's either polyester or viscose jersey. It's pretty stretchy, stretch, and it's quite drapey. And it's really, really cute. And I actually got it. It was the first sewing trip I had. I met a few of the sewers from Birmingham, and we all went down to the rag market. And yeah, I don't think I bought much that day, because my stash is so large. I was actually really quite good. I was quite restrained, which isn't like me. Not when it comes to fabric anyway, because I don't really do anything else. So fabric, yeah. But yeah, I did buy a bit. I think quite a few of us bought a bit of this actually, and I think. I think I'm having a bit of a thing for sew over it stuff at the moment, because I'm thinking of sew over it Molly top, but I might end up making another Blair Batwing. I'm not quite sure. I think we'll see. Yeah, but it's lovely. Okay. Sew over it ultimate trousers. Yeah, okay. This month's all about the sew over it. So Lisa Comfort, you're doing something right. This is a very, very slight horizontal stretch to it. Very, very little bit, but it's quite a lightish to medium weight icat cotton. But it's really pretty. I love the colour. I love royal blue and red. I know people say it looks like flight attendants, air stewardesses, but I love it. I think there's a reason they call it royal blue, because it is beautiful. And I have a couple of crepes in my stash, which are red, exactly the red of the Ponte, and then a royal blue as well. So yeah. But these, I think, if I can get it to work, I really want them to be some sew over it ultimate trousers, but I haven't tried that pattern yet. But I'm looking forward to it. If it's anything like the carry trousers, I'm probably going to have 10 pairs. Yeah. Okay. We shall see. Otherwise it might be a skirt, but I don't think so because it's too cold. It's winter and yeah, it's getting cold. Right, last fabric. This. This is actual wool jersey. I think it's 95% wool and then 5% elastane. So it's pretty stretchy. It's very similar to like a double knit or a ponte, but it's probably got a little bit more stretch than a ponte. But recovery, it recovers beautifully. See, you can stick your finger in it. It's yeah. This I have earmarked. I am going to make a Dahlia beanie, a beanie hat from named patterns. They're yeah. Is it the New Black collection? Yeah. So I want to make one of those. I've already stuck that pattern together. My PDF where I did get one lopsided and had to rip a few of them off and redo them, but this is obviously far too much for just a beanie. I do have, that's why I was saying I'm not sure how many I'm going to get done this month, because I do have to make a grain line Linden sweatshirt for, it's a sweatshirt swap. I won't try that again. And it's hosted by my friend Victoria on Instagram. I'm not sure if she wants me to tell you her tag. If she does, I'll put it down in the description box. But anyway, she's hosting a Linden swap. So she's actually, I think it's closed now, the registration for it. And she's kind of paired people up, and we're kind of told just their measurements and things, and then we make them a Linden for Christmas. So yeah, I'm making one for someone who will not be named. It's very Voldemorty, but yes, it's supposed to be a surprise, so I'm not 100% sure exactly how I'm going to fabricate it yet. Possibly with something swanky. I don't know. I don't know whether they want something more drapey, but yeah, I've got to get that done. And also, it turns out that I measured. If you follow me on Instagram at all, I measured my daughter up, who's 6 foot, nearly 6'3", and she's really long waisted. So I've measured her up for some trousers. I made her some carry trousers, and it turns out they fit perfect. And she really, really loves them. So, and they look really nice on her. So I'm going to get her at some point over the next week or so to come with me to the market and get some more drapey rayons, because actually I've kind of run out of those, which is funny. But yeah, if I can, I want to make her another couple of pairs of those as well. So between that and the Linden, I don't know how many of my makes I'm going to be able to get to, but that's, fingers crossed, my plans. So I hope you like this, and I know I like looking at other people's fabrics and what their plans are, so I hope you enjoyed looking at mine. If not, feel free to leave a comment anyway, and you know, I'm open to suggestions. It's all pretty new to me yet, so and I'll leave a link to my new website as well, which is where I'm putting this, and hopefully my Instagram, or I'll forget to leave anything at all, in which case yeah, just pretend I didn't say any of that. Okay, well, lovely to see you all again, or no one if nobody watches, but yeah, I'll come up with something else soon. Otherwise, you'll see me with my finished makes, and yeah, have a really nice week or two, and I'll see you soon.